This video was made, created by me ZS0020 Prime, leader of the Defenders and master of the Skybase. I am also known as ZS Prime, ZS0020 Prime, and Sylveon Prime, and nobody has any permission to use this video without my permission or authorization. This music was made, created by me ZS0020 Prime, leader of the Defenders and master of the Skybase. I am also known as ZS Prime, ZS0020 Prime, and Sylveon Prime. And nobody has any permission to use this music without my permission or authorization.
Good late night. Yeah, it's 11. Actually, it's exactly like 11:01 p.m. So good late night or / early morning, however the hell you want to say it. Because by the time this video gets uploaded, it's already going to be way past midnight. This is going to be basically it's going to be I'm going to be explaining a little bit more, some more boundaries, because apparently to some people common sense doesn't fucking exist. So I'm going to lay some boundaries / rules when it comes to basically my Switch 1 / Switch 2. If I could speak, god damn it. Switch 1 / Switch 2 friends list. If you are on my friends list, here's the thing. Before randomly inviting me to fucking game chat, shoot me a message and ask me first. Don't just fucking randomly invite me to game chat out of the blue. That's annoying, disruptive, and just fucking rude. If you want a game chat, shoot me a message and ask me if I'm fucking available like a fucking decent human being. Don't just send me random fucking requests, because guess what? I'm not going to respond, and what's going to be starting to happen is I'm going to start blocking people for that shit, because that's just fucking annoying, you know? That's just incredibly annoying, and, you know, all my friends already know this, and all my friends actually, you know, practice this, you know? If you want a game chat, fucking ask me first. It's just that simple. Just ask. Open your mouth and ask, you know? You know, it only takes 1 second out of your goddamn time. And another thing I'm going to say is, if I don't know you, don't expect to appear on my friends list, because I don't... this applies to all of my friends list when it comes to freaking... whether it's the Switch 1 or Facebook, Instagram, etc., TikTok, Twitter, Discord... If I don't know you, or if you're not like a friend of a friend, you know, don't expect to be on my list. I don't put random people on my list for multitude of reasons, including safety concerns, because I've had people in the past try to, you know, come after me. So I don't put random people on my social media or on my friends list. And also, that's a little reason, part of the long list of reasons why I don't put random people on my Switch list, because people will start sending me random fucking requests. I had that happen on my fucking Switch 1. I had to literally block a whole list of people, because it's just fucking annoying, you know? If I don't know you, don't be sending me fucking requests. It's like, you know, if you want to freaking game chat, you know, by all means fucking ask like a normal human being, but don't just randomly send me a motherfucking request. It's like, hello, just because I'm online doesn't mean I'm available 24/7, 365 days. You know, just because I'm online doesn't mean I'm not doing something else, you know? But the random requests, that shit needs to stop, because I'm just going to straight up start blocking people for that, because that's just rude as hell, because it's like, fucking hell, if you know, I believe I've made this statement before in the past on some of my other videos, and probably on my previous videos explaining my boundaries, but I guess I have to reiterate or explain a bit more, because common sense doesn't seem to exist nowadays. Now, I understand maybe it's just an accident and people, you know, just being ignorant. and they don't know. But the fact of the matter is, I was just on my Switch right now playing Minecraft, and it happened yet again, second fucking day in a row. That shows a pattern. But if it happens once, okay, I can dismiss it as a coincidence. But if it happens multiple times, then at that point I have to start wondering whether or not somebody's doing it on purpose just to be annoying. So that shit needs, whoever is doing it, shit needs to stop, because that's not okay. If you I've made it amply clear before, and I'll make it super duper clear yet again. If you want a game chat, and if you're on my friends list, fucking ask. All it takes is 2 extra seconds of your time. Just fucking ask me, because I don't accept random requests. Because let's just say I'm not good with online tags, so I can't really remember who's who. So if you want me to remember who the heck you are, and if you want to show me something, just send me a message. And all it takes is 2 seconds out of your time, But if you can't do that, don't be sending me random requests, because I'm not going to be joining random people that I don't know. Because even if you're on my friends list, I'm not going to be, joining you just because you send me a request. Just because I have my requests open doesn't mean it's an opportunity to send me a random request out of the blue. Don't do that. That's just fucking rude and disruptive. I mean, it happened yesterday when me and my friend were playing a game with each other, and this random request for a fucking game chat popped out, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell is this person's problem? Why the heck are they sending me a random friend request after I've literally reiterated multiple times in multiple ways that I don't accept, game chat requests. I don't accept random game chat requests. If you want a game chat with me, ask. All of my friends know this, but apparently certain people on my friends list don't seem to know this or can't grasp this concept. And if you can't grasp this concept, and if it keeps on happening multiple times, then I'll just straight up start blocking, because that's not okay. All I ask is for some decent human freaking courtesy. You want a game chat? Ask. Ask before just randomly sending me stuff. And second of all, I don't put random people on my friends list, so it most likely was probably somebody on my friends list. Probably somebody either that probably just simply doesn't know that that's the way how I operate, or it's just probably either. Once again, I probably need to go through my list and start removing people that haven't spoken to me, because I'm gonna start playing things the way my friend has been because my friend taught me this. And this makes sense. If a person hasn't interacted with you for over a year, then that person really doesn't give a damn about you and doesn't really need to be in your life. And that's basically the way I'm going to start operating things. If you haven't interacted with me for over a year, don't expect to randomly jump back into my life, because I ain't got time for those kinds of games. If you want to interact with me, then interact with me. But don't just ghost me for like a year and then expect me to randomly know who the fuck you are. I mean, I can't remember everything. And also, I don't deal with that shit. I just immediately block. And I think I'm gonna have to go through my freaking friends list on my Switch 2 again, because something, either it's there also could be a situation where it's a fucking glitch with the Switch 2. That could also be it. But I just thought that I make this little this boundary. I just thought that I would basically clarify this particular boundary, because I don't think I've done so before on video. So basically the boundary is like this, to boil it all down. If you are on my friends list and you want a game chat, ask before sending me random requests, because I will not be responding to random requests out of the blue. I don't do that. Even my friends we don't do that with each other. We ask first. So if you can't ask first, then don't bother sending me a request because it will be ignored. Because I ain't got time for that kind of stuff. All I ask is for some decent some decent common courtesy. Because I got a life too. I'm busy with shit too sometimes, and I'm not online 24/7, 365 days a week. And if people want to show me something, don't send me a random request because I don't do random requests. There's I've said this before on multiple videos. I have a small circle of friends, and there's a reason why I have a small circle of friends. Because I've been, when it comes to the friendship department, I've been burned horribly in the past before. So that's why I have a very small circle of friends. And just because you happen to end up on my friends list on my Switch or Switch2 doesn't mean that you can start sending me random requests. Don't do that unless you ask first, and that includes inviting me to games and shit. Don't do that out of the blue. Ask first. And also, I don't do the whole online gaming unless, like, I don't do the whole game invite thing unless it's with with people that I know. That's another thing. So unless I fully know you and fully trust you, I'm not gonna hop on game chat. I'm not gonna do that. Just don't. All I ask is that people ask first before freaking sending me random requests, because you know that's just kind of creepy and just weird. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the way I see it is, you have to ask first before sending me any sort of requests, because I don't do random requests out of the blue. Even my friends don't do that to me, because they know how we operate in our friend group. We ask before sending any sort of requests or anything like that. So, bottom line is, don't send me random freaking game chat requests unless you ask me first, because that crap has to end, because that's just fucking disruptive and just plain rude. So anywho, that's basically gonna be like some additional boundary lines when it comes to my Switch1/Switch2 friends list. If you are on the friends list, that's basically kind of the boundaries that I'm going to be enforcing. And as I said before, if people can't follow my boundaries, then blocks will be issued, because I ain't got time for games. I ain't got the time nor the patience for games. So that's basically how things are going to be going, because this particular random game chat request out of the blue has happened way too many freaking times, and I know it in any of my friends who are doing it, because all of my friends were online in a group call with me at the time when it happened, so it was not any of them. There was somebody else on my list. I don't know who, but whoever it was, now you're on notice. Don't send me random requests unless you ask first. Otherwise, I'll start having to dish out consequences, and I really don't want to have to start blocking people. But if my hand is forced, I will start blocking people, because this is getting ridiculous. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to conclude the video for now. This is basically my a few additional boundaries when it comes to my Switch1/Switch2 friends list. So basically, those are the boundaries for that, and I'm going to conclude the video for now. I'll see you all in my next video, whenever it is and whatever it is. Have a good day and or night, everybody. Yeah, have a good day and night, everybody. Bye. Ay, 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 ay. Sheesh. Can't even ask for some fucking decency around here. Sheesh.